Alchemist Radio.
Alright, let's go. In the last tutorial, we ended our fair launch and collected rewards. But let's pretend that our fan base is growing and we want to drop more. If you're building up on the same art NFT collection idea or concept, you can launch starting with a new smart contract or relaunch by using the same smart contract we deployed on the blockchain earlier. Previously, I started with 10 gift drops and 10 corresponding JSON files numbered 1 through 10. To build on top of this collection, I created another folder titled Images Art Drop 2 with 30 additional gifts. But inside this folder, I had to retitle my gifts starting with the number 11.gif and numbered them all in ascending order up to 40. I've uploaded this folder to pinata.cloud and they gave us a CID, collection ID, for us to paste in our JSON files. I then created another folder titled JSON Images Art Drop 2. I copied and pasted this JSON template into my code text editor, but this time, as an experiment, I added additional metadata to describe deeper meaning to my GIFs. If you are following along, you can copy and paste this JSON text yourself. It's in the description below. Check this out. Under attributes, I really like value as a description on its own. If you don't want to have to describe a trait type, it'll just show up as a property. These are our regular trait types that we labeled, but we can also add a number as a value and it'll show up as these level blue bar marks on OpenSea. I threw in some random numbers here, but you can really add specific values yourself based on what you're offering, and OpenSea will calculate the rest on what's minted so far. So display type boost number and boost percentage is cool. It'll show up under this category here under boosts. For gaming assets, for example, I can see how this would work to describe rarity. Display type number, this will fall under the stats category in OpenSea. And finally, display type date will fall under the dates category, but you'll need to pass a UNIX code. The link to do this easily is in the description below, but note that it shows up funky in Variable. And this is how all these attributes show up in Variable. But you may be thinking that manually writing your own JSON files this way will be an arduous task if we have hundreds or thousands of NFTs. But don't worry, in the next tutorial, I'll show you a Python script that will generate some core metadata easily for us. Okay, so now that we have our new images art folder 2 and corresponding JSON files uploaded to pinata.cloud, we're ready to take this newly created JSON CID back to Fjord. So I'm back on the Fjord site. In a way, we are kind of starting over when we're relaunching. I found that clearing out and reconnecting your Twitter account is a great way to start new. From here, it's pretty easy. You'll want to paste in the newly created JSON CID from pinata.cloud here. And then add your images, set collateral, and launch date as usual. When your fair launch is live, check your mints on OpenSea and Variable to test your results. When I first relaunched these NFTs, some images did not show up correctly because I forgot some commas on some JSON files. To fix it, I had to go back and correct the broken JSON files, delete the JSON folder on pinata.cloud, and re-upload the entire JSON folder again. And I got a new JSON CID from Pinata. I just pasted it back here to Fjord. If you're custom manually writing JSON files, you'll have to be very careful about missing commas or broken links, but there are ways to automatically generate metadata and numerous JSON files really quickly, and that's coming up in the next tutorial.